in the United States of America, and the draw is expected to be made just after 7 p.m. this evening, and this will be the first time the tournament will feature a record of 48 teams competing across 104 matches. Bafana Bafana, who qualified for the first time since 2002, will be in Pot 3. All right, as you can see there, the visuals are coming into you now. As you can see, guests are beginning to arrive for that World Cup draw, and it is expected to take place at around 7 p.m. tonight. And for more on this, let's now cross live to Full View presenter Mawande Mateza, and he is in Braamfontein, where football fans are gathered to witness the draw. Mawande, over to you. All right, Mawande, over to you. Of course, we do know that we are anticipating that FIFA World Cup draw to take place at 7 p.m. tonight. You are in Braamfontein. Just tell us what South African fans, particularly those following Bafana Bafana, what do they think about the World Cup draw tonight?
Thank you very much, and good evening to you, Mbali, and good evening to you at home as well. We are in downtown Johannesburg in Braamfontein for the official sponsors watch party for the FIFA World Cup for 2026, where Bafana Bafana will be playing for the first time since 2010 when we hosted it right here in South Africa, and that is also after completing a first successful qualifying campaign since 2001. That was 24 years ago. And now I am joined by a current Bafana Bafana player who played a very big role in Bafana getting to that World Cup in the United States, Mexico and Canada next year. I have got Bafana Bafana forward Baha Nkota, who also plays for Al Ettifaq. He is currently in South Africa because you are preparing for AFCON, but I want to talk to you about tonight's draw. Who would you most like to play against in the World Cup next year?
For me, it's like any team, any country for me, like I'm not scared, you see. It's only for me to go there and prove, see, and do my best. For me, I'd say any country is fine. I'm not scared. We are not scared. We are Bafana Bafana. We have a good team. We are ready. We are ready to expose ourselves in the World Cup. So in the AFCON, we are ready.
Okay, so you're part of a new generation of Bafana Bafana players who have played a very big part in Bafana Bafana becoming successful over the last 2 years as well. And you also seem to have this belief that has been missing in South African football. Can you just tell me where that belief comes from for you as a player, as an individual, as well as Bafana Bafana as a team?
Thank you very much, Coach.
For me, I'd say from my teammates, the guys, they welcomed me well. My first Bafana Bafana call up, and I think most of them they were not there, but I met the other guys, and also for the other guys who came after the second camp, they welcomed me well. I was happy. They said to me like everything is free for you. Just prove, just do your thing, then everything will flow, and then the coach, everything, we will like you, you will be okay, we will treat you better, and then we will look after you.
Okay, now also something that has been on everybody's mind. The last 2 years have been amazing for you. You blew up from DDC, coming up to Pirates, and now at Al Ettifaq. How have you seen yourself improve over the last couple of years, and what do you want to contribute to Bafana coming up with AFCON as well as the World Cup?
For me, it's been a great 2 years for me. Coming from development of Pirates to where I am in Saudi. I'm very happy and I'm proud of myself, and I met the other guys. I'm happy, and I just met the legends in Shabalala and Sean Bartlett, and I just told them that Simply Shabala's goal that I will deliver one of those goals, and then the legend Sean Bartlett, I promised him the top goal scorer. I want to break his record.
That is a fantastic goal, but you must have been very, very young in 2010 watching Simphiwe Tshabalala score that goal. Can you just tell me what it would mean for you to be at that World Cup next year and doing something on a similar level that he did?
I think for me it's to prove myself in the AFCON. Teams in England will be watching all these countries team was really watching the AFCON. For me, it's just there to prove myself and then help the team take the team to the final. And also one thing I was motivated by Marshall Monetti. He plays for Wolves in England. He's one of these guys I've been always talking to on Instagram, on WhatsApp. I have his numbers, and I always talk to this guy. He motivates me a lot, so he gives me that drive to play in England. So I'd love to go in one of the top leagues in Europe.
All right, before I let you go, I just want to talk to you about you moved to Saudi not too long ago. You've got another former teammate of yours, TLB, who's moving to the USA. Can you just tell me what it's like for you guys being successful at such a young age and also making these big moves? And what advice would you have for him?
For me, I'd say it's from the management side, from the Orlando Pirates. They treat us very well as youngsters. They put us in a very strict way, and they protect us. And when it's time for us to go, it's free for us because we listen, we're very disciplined, and we do our work. So it helps us when there's opportunities for us to go, and then there's doors to go, and then we can go. And then for me, I'd say to him that he must focus, and because he doesn't know anyone there. So for him, is to go and focus and play football. He'll be staying alone. He won't have anyone to be with. So for him, it will help him because he will be focusing mostly on what he's doing now. Yeah, I think it will help him.
All right, Moham, thank you very much for your time this evening on joining us on The Full View. I'll let you go join the watch party as well as we hope to watch and see what Bafana Bafana gets to draw in the World Cup. Thank you very much for joining us. All right, now there are a couple of other dignitaries and former Bafana Bafana players, as well as the current captain, Ronwen Williams, who is here. I've also seen Desiree Ellis here tonight, and hopefully we'll get an opportunity to get to speak to them as well. They have been joined by the official sponsors, as well as the fans who are here, who have come all together to witness history in the making, possibly, for Bafana Bafana, as we will finally find out who they will get to play at next year's World Cup in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. All right, Mbali, back to you in studio.
All right, thank you so much. That's a Full View presenter there, Mawande Mateza, just giving us the latest from where he is viewing that FIFA World Cup draw. It is expected, of course, to take place in the next 15 minutes, and we are expecting to find out exactly who Bafana Bafana will be playing in the World Cup next year when it takes place in the USA, in Mexico, as well as in Canada.